Hello viewers, welcome back to Early Years. So far I have shared a lot of information about how children learn, how they develop and how they behave in general. Today I am going to talk about a particular topic, that is how to handle a child's fear. Fear is very common in young children. Children may be afraid of anything, like some children are afraid of darkness, some are afraid of a particular person or a group of persons, called a stranger anxiety also. And some may be afraid to go to some particular places, dogs or insects or anything that may scare a child, right? So what we need to understand here is the fear is real. Okay, the fear is real and big to the child. It may be very silly for us, it may sound silly to us, but for the child it is not so. The emotions and the feelings behind the fear is true to them and very bothering. So, how do we handle this fear? First of all, acknowledge your child's fear. Let them know that they are heard, they are understood for what they are afraid of. Okay, this makes them believe that there is somebody to whom they can tell that they are afraid of, or they are heard, and they feel a bit secured. Okay. Secondly, empathize your child's feelings. Tell them that I see that you're really afraid of this. I know how scary it can sound or it can be. I can understand your emotion. Words like this will help them feel much better. If we fail to do these two steps, what happens is the child will not know whom to go and talk to when they are really scared or worried about something. And as a result, what will happen? They are going to suffer alone. Okay, it is going to bother them much more, and suffering alone is not good and healthy for the child. So after you do these first two steps, the third thing is ask the child, what is making you really afraid or scared? Okay, why are you scared about it? Because you need to understand the child's perception behind what they think. Usually it is illogical or not so real as they think. So we can help to explain the fact behind it, or we can make them understand, in a better way. So for that reason, try to understand why exactly they are afraid of it. So, for example, if the child is going to say that I am afraid of the dogs, ask them what exactly you're afraid of. Okay, and then the child may say that I'm afraid that the dog will bite me. When the dog is barking at me, I'm afraid that the dog might bite me. So, explain things like the dogs are usually very protective of their surroundings, of the place. So, when they see a stranger or a new person, they will start barking at us. So, in that situation, also teach them how to handle the situation. Tell them that, like, running in that place or being very scared, appearing to be very scared to the dogs might provoke them. So it is better to remain calm and go away from that place, but definitely not to run. I know it is difficult for them to um follow all these things during that point of fear, but then it is all for their understanding and their practice. So here I would like to share my experience with my own child. My child was like very afraid of the horror movie that she saw, and she was afraid of the ghost in the movie. So for days together, for weeks together, she used to feel so scared that she couldn't go anywhere alone, even in the daytime. And in the night, she used to wake up in the middle of the night and sometimes cry and tell me that, I get reminded of the ghost in the movie. So I tried comforting her. I tried telling her that, you are safe, nothing will happen, it's just a movie and things like that. But it did not work. It kept on it kept going for a while. And then one day, what happened? I called her and I asked her, what exactly is bothering you? Why are you afraid of the ghost? Then she told me that, I'm afraid that I may see the ghost the ghost might attack me and all those things. So I asked her, have you ever seen a ghost, or did any of your friends tell you that they have seen a ghost? She said no. Then I also told her that I'm much older to you, and so far I have never witnessed a ghost, or I have never heard from my friends or any known persons that they saw a ghost, or being killed by attacked or killed by a ghost. So she was just listening. And then what happened, I explained her that these are the movies for entertainment, just like how some people watch comedy movies, some people watch action movies, some would like to watch these kind of horror movies also, thrillers also. I also showed her some clips of how the movies are being made. I showed her the videos of it. Then she started looking into it, how it is all being set up, and the makeup is being done to the artist. And I also told her, see, in front of the camera there is only one or two persons that we are watching on screen, but then behind the camera there are so many people when they take the shot, right? So these kind of things she was able to understand, and she was convinced with that. And then she also explored some other videos where how the graphics and making of the movies are being done. And then she was really convinced, after which I did not notice that fear in her. The child needs to be convinced about the facts. Unless they are able to be convinced about what they believe, it is not so easy for them to come out of it, right? So this is just an example of how you could handle them. And yes, my child was like around 8 years that time. Sometimes the child may have some ideas. They may want it that way, but they may not know how to implement it. So ask the child, how do you think we can um, handle the situation? How we can overcome this fear. Consider the ideas, and also provide a few tips like deep breathing, counting till 10, 1 to 10 when they are really scared or worried or upset about something. And tell them, like, walking away from that place if possible, not to stay there. um, Drinking some water. Things like this can help the child subside the feelings, such as being stressed or the sweating due to fear, and the butterflies in the stomach and things like that. Also tell them that it is absolutely okay and normal to get afraid or fear of something. Everybody can feel scared of things. Even if you are afraid of something, give that as an example. Tell them that, let them know that even as a grown up, as an adult, we do feel scared of certain things, and there is nothing wrong about it. So they don't have to worry about being scared or afraid of something. And also tell them that being scared of something is actually a good thing to your body, because when you are scared, your brain helps your body to protect yourself from the fear. Like, there are three techniques that your body can fight the fear or protect yourself from the fear. That is fight, flight, or freeze. Okay, so in some situations, what happens when you are really scared of something, you will fight it out. For example, if there is a bug, if there is a bee that is coming towards you, what you do, you will like shoo it away. It's kind of fighting it out to protect yourself, right? The second one is flight, that you will not stay in that place. You will immediately run away from there. You hear a noise or you see something strange, you immediately run away from there and go to a safer place. That is flight. The third thing is freeze. What happens? You completely remain quiet. You become very still. That you wait for the danger to pass away. Okay, so these are the three things that your brain can help you to protect yourself from the fear. Also, teach your child that they can talk to somebody that they really trust, be it you, or in your absence, they can be somebody else in the school or at home. It can be anybody that they can go and talk to about the situations that worry them or scare them. Always talking out to someone, letting others know what you're feeling is a good way to handle your stress and your fear. So understand, in some cases, the fear can be, the worry or the fear can be to a greater extent where it can turn to be a phobia. When it is a phobia and you think that your child is really worried too much and bothered about that particular thing, it is better to consult the doctor, so that you will be guided to what can be done. I hope this video is helpful to you. Please share with your friends and family, and thank you very much for watching. Happy parenting. Bye bye.
Thanks for watching. Bye bye.